XD. Holy shit, nice spawn game. Because I feel like that is not...
We're taking Bravo.
What are these spawns, dude?
It's a hack in the yard spawns.
What's up guys, Razanon here, back again with another Call of Duty YouTube video for you guys. So today I wanted to talk about a leak that was released yesterday, in fact, at the time of recording this video, with some new calling cards, or some unreleased calling cards, some yet to be released calling cards. And these are the calling cards that I always care about the most, and a lot of you Sweatlord versions out there probably feel the same way. So these are the Bloodthirsty, Merciless, Ruthless, Relentless, Brutal, Nuclear, Nuked Out calling cards. I've got all of them for you. I'll show them full screen in detail for you coming up right now. So apparently a couple fucking nerds went into like the gaming files and did some data mining, whatever, and they saw a bunch of calling cards that aren't in the game right now, as far as we know. So the two prevailing theories are that they were either scrapped to appeal to casuals who can never get really high kill streaks, so they'll feel left out, or they just aren't released yet. Now, I find it strange that they would create these calling cards, not release them at launch, and then release them later. That seems weird to me. More likely, I think they just scrapped these altogether and they didn't want to ever release them at all. But hopefully with all of the negative feedback that they've been receiving, and especially now that this information is out there, I think they hopefully and probably will be pressured into actually putting these into the game for us tryhards to unlock soon. There was another leak that there's going to be like a Modern Warfare revamp by or before the end of this month, November. So hopefully we see these new calling cards released within that Modern Warfare revamp. If it doesn't come then, I'm not sure it's going to come at all, to be honest. So my guess is we're either going to see these leaked calling cards either very soon or not at all. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the first calling card right here, this is for the Bloodthirsty, the skull with some red shit. I don't know, looks kind of cool, I guess. I suspect you probably have to get like 25 Bloodthirsties to get this calling card, and not really much to say about that one. Next up, we have the Merciless calling card. Again, probably have to get multiples of these if it's anything like Black Ops 4. I think you had to get 50 Bloodthirsties for the Bloodthirsty calling card, and I think you had to get 25 Merciless medals for the Merciless calling card. So Merciless is just a 10 kill gun streak without dying, and here's what that looks like. Again, not really much to say about that. Looks very similar to the Bloodthirsty one. Next up, we've got the Ruthless. That's 15 kills without dying. In Black Ops 4, you only had to do this once to get the calling card for it. Probably going to be similar here. 15 kill gun streak without dying. Now, interestingly, and I think this is kind of a cool homage to Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, where there were just a ton of calling cards with a bunch of weed plants all over the place. Now, 10 years ago, that was pretty cool because weed was like still kind of fringe and edgy, and it wasn't legal in like half the states in the United States. So definitely less cool and edgy now, kind of makes me cringe, but it is also harkening back to old Call of Duty, so it's at least kind of funny. And anyway, there's that calling card. Next up is the Relentless. I apologize for the image quality on this one. This was the only screenshot picture I could find of it on the internet, but this one actually has the description of it too, Relentless. This wasn't obtained from game files, so I don't actually know where this came from, but nonetheless, here it is. And it's kind of weird to me that there doesn't seem to be like any pot leaves on this calling card. So they kept that theme for the last three, and then they ditched it for Relent, and then for the Brutal, as you're gonna see right now, they brought them back. So I'm not 100% sure that the descriptions for each calling card actually match how many kills are required. In fact, this one and the Nuclear calling cards really seem like the only ones that are definitely going to be what they are purported to be. So yeah, like I said, here's the brutal one. Got the weed leaves again, got some skulls again. They all look like they're in the same kind of vein with the skulls, the pot leaves. You know, they're definitely a part of one set of calling cards, and it's almost certainly Killstreak calling cards. But like I said, I'm not sure if I'm correct when I say Bloodthirsty is this one exactly, Merciless, etc. And then the final two are Nuclear and Nuked Out. So the Nuclear calling card is going to be this one. It's actually a really beautiful calling card, which is kind of weird. And this one is a still. There's no more skulls and there's no more pot leaves. It's kind of a more like serious gamer calling card, but it actually looks really cool and I'm a big fan of it. And we know that this is a nuclear calling card because obviously there's a fucking nuclear explosion in the image. And lastly, we move on to the Nuked Out calling card, which is actually animated. It's a GIF, and it is a big nuclear explosion. I'm not sure if I like this one better than the nuclear calling card. It's animated versus one that's not animated, so that has this advantage, but at the same time, it's way fucking uglier. The nuclear calling card is actually really gorgeous, and this one is just some shit animation. But at the same time, it's animated, so I guess that's something. And for those of you who don't know, by the way, nuclear is 30 kill gun streak or equipment streak, so your kill streak kills don't count toward that streak. And then once you hit that 30 mark, you get a tactical nuke, and then you call it in like any other kill streak. Everyone dies and the game ends automatically. Nuked Out in the past, and almost certainly in this game, refers to getting that same nuclear kill streak in free-for-all. And that is really difficult for two reasons. Number one, you have no teammates, so every single person's an enemy. Obviously, it's harder to get a nuclear in those circumstances than in the circumstance of like spawn trapping an enemy team with a bunch of friendlies whom you can hide behind, get information from, etc. But also, more importantly, Nuked Out is really hard because free-for-all only goes up to 30. You have to win the game by getting 30 kills. None of them can be kill streak kills because if you get even a single kill streak kill, the game will end with you winning before you're able to get 30 gun kills. And lastly, if you die after having gotten even one kill, you can't get a nuclear in that free-for-all game, so you have to start over in the next one. So it's really fucking challenging. As soon as you get one kill in a free-for-all game, you have to win that game without dying and without getting any kill streak kills to get this calling card. So it's an added layer of difficulty on top of just the nuclear. And here's what the reward ostensibly is going to be for that. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys that short little update on this leak. Like I said, these are the kind of calling cards, basically just the nuclear card, that I'm the type of player who likes to go to because I like to flex on kids with my nuclear calling card that's difficult to get, so that when I'm in a lobby and people see my TTV clan tag and my nuclear calling card, they think, wow, this guy must be really good. I need to go to his channel, which can be conveniently found at twitch.tv/Razanon, by the way. It's the same name as my YouTube channel, so feel free to hop over there and interact with me. I'm super chatty with everyone who views my stream, who's in it. If you want to come, ask a question, talk to me, I'll be happy to respond to you since I'm such a small, humble streamer. I love to do it. But yeah, I'm hoping these calling cards get released soon. I'm hoping they aren't scrapped indefinitely because I'm for sure going to be going for that nuke. Even harder if these calling cards do end up getting released. If you hated this video, smash the thumbs down. If you liked it, a like would be super appreciated. I've also left a link to an Immigrant album with each of these calling cards individually if you want to look at those in that way. I make exclusively Call of Duty multiplayer focused content on this channel, and I'm a PC player, so if you want to see videos like this and others, gun guides, tips, tricks in the future, be sure to subscribe. That would be awesome. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you think these calling cards will be released at all, and if you like them, if you 420 blaze it and are a cool kid and are really happy that there are a bunch of pot leaves in the calling cards, let me know. I'm kind of ambivalent about it, but I think, again, it's cool that it's like a throwback to the old Modern Warfares. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I stream on Twitch every day. It would be an honor and a privilege to have you there, and I guess I'll see you next time. Remember, young kings, as always, stay humble. Oops.